Dr. Kimmel, can you introduce yourself and your role at Jackson Healthcare for Women?
Yes, I'm an OBGYN. I have been at Jackson Healthcare for Women for 26 years. Started in January of 2000, physician here at the clinic, and I happen to also be one of the people that had decided to take on our new electronic health record system when we launched a little over 2 years ago, which is funny within itself because my only IT experience is turn it on, turn it off, Control, Alt, and Delete. And if that doesn't work, then I'm in trouble. But it's been a fun journey, and TST has helped us quite a lot along the way. So, we were getting ready to look at different software systems. The current one that we were using was becoming obsolete, as well as the fact that our server's life was coming to an end. And now I'm talking about technical things that I don't really understand. The company that we were working with didn't really offer us great solutions. They offered several fixes, patches, if you will, and using terms like, oh, you need a switch for this and you need a switch for that, and this is going to cost this much money and that's going to cost this much money, and nothing was one piece. And we just felt like that it was exactly the opposite, that it was being piecemealed together, and that sounded like an opportunity for many things to not work correctly. And so we felt like we needed a different provider. Somehow we found TST. That was not my job. One of our administrators did, and we brought y'all on, and things have worked very well since that time. Well, obviously, in the medical world, timing is everything. It's different in a clinic versus, say, in a hospital. But nevertheless, in the clinic, if things are not working well electronically, we're sort of at a standstill in today's world. 20 years ago, or 26 years ago when I started, we were still on pencil and paper. We could function whether anything electronically we were using worked or not. It's not that way anymore. We can't access any of the patient's information unless it's someone that I've known for years and years and years. Then it's almost like I'm having to start over with that patient if I can't access their chart on that computer. And so it just slows everything down. TST, in my opinion, understands that. Their ability to sort of jump in at any given moment and help fix whatever is not working has been very, very important to us. Timing is everything for a medical clinic. Well, obviously with anything new, it did take a little time to get everything in sync. And you've got to remember that TST came on at about the same time that we launched this new electronic health record. So we were dealing with you as a new vendor, if you will. We were dealing with a brand new software system that unfortunately did not initially work the way it was sold to us that it would work. And just very quickly, TST became our partner in helping us work through all of those difficulties that we were having with that software and making it work until, we finally got all of the bugs, sort of worked out. Oddly enough, there's a perfect example of something that happened the other day. I was here in my office, obviously working on my computer, doing something in my email. I was in a hurry and was kind of rushing through it and clicked on something that I shouldn't have clicked on. And all of a sudden, my computer starts talking to me, telling me that there's all sorts of screens that were blinking on my screen, saying that this is downloading and this is downloading, and I've opened up a virus. Well, that is extremely concerning to me, because this is my medical office system. And I thought, what have I done? And so I immediately called one of our administrators, because it also was telling me not to shut my computer down. And I thought, I don't know what to touch. So I called our administrator. She immediately came upstairs, called TST on the phone, and within about 5 minutes, someone had logged into my computer, stopped all the process that was happening, made sure that I hadn't uploaded some worm or virus or whatever you want to call it. And that's the importance of having someone like TST. Had I actually done something that was critically, going to impact this entire office, this entire system, that would have been bad. And having someone very quickly say, we're right here, let me fix it, and made sure that we were still safe, that I had not in fact invited a cyber attack, is what it felt like, and I was thankful for that. Well, I think the example that I just gave sort of defines that. Having my experience with IT providers since I've been here with Jackson Healthcare is TST versus a couple of other different providers that we've used before, and just the immediate access. And I really do believe that TST understands, especially for medicine, the importance of quickness in response. Like, we can't sit around for a half a day doing nothing and just saying, oh, I'm sorry, our computers aren't working, but we'll get back to you. That doesn't work in the world of medicine. And they have allowed us the ability to not have to do that. The remote aspect of what y'all do is, I think, helps you respond in a much faster way. Again, as I mentioned at the very beginning, I am IT illiterate. I mean, literally. Inevitably, I'll get to my house and I'll be trying to do something there, and my printer won't work or won't respond. I call my little TST number, and I call them the gremlins, but y'all rarely aren't gremlins. But all of a sudden, someone takes over my computer, and they're doing things, and I'm watching them click around. And I thought, I just wish I knew how to do that instead of having to call. But thankfully, you can do that remotely. And then all of a sudden, my printer's working. So I like that aspect. Again, timing is everything. If we had to sit and wait for a physical body to come here, nobody's going to come to my house at 6 p.m. in the evening or 8 p.m. when I'm decided that I'm going to try to work on this. But y'all are available even at 8 p.m. I would say that the most important thing that I could imply to someone else is that y'all stay on top of your game. For instance, we are beta testing a scribe component that uses AI within our system, within our EHR. We've talked with TST about that. What do they think about the particular product that our software company is asking us to use? Todd personally has, I believe you have maybe an AI specialist on your staff that is looking at how that is impacting our functionality. Just the fact that, y'all are staying on top of the game of the IT world is important to us because if we rely on people like me, we're in serious trouble. And the fact that I'm the one that's beta testing this system in our office, I think is kind of humorous. And I decided that they maybe chose me to do it because if I can figure it out or master it, then probably anybody else in the office can. So it's been fun trying to incorporate that. I don't know how I feel about it yet. AI is a little scary. The fact that, we have y'all to call and say, what do you think about this? And you already know the answers, or you have someone on your staff ready to deal with that next step. The IT world is changing, not just on a daily basis. I mean, as y'all probably know, I think it's changing in seconds. Maybe there's a different word like in bytes or something, but we can't keep up with that, and y'all are, and that's very important.
Well, Dr. Kimmel, on behalf of TST, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to do this video for us and for being a long-term partner. And we're excited to see what the future holds.
Thank you.